Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and now we'll see a new question in array. So basically we are given an array and we are given a number. Now you need to find all the subarrays where multiplication of element in the subarray is less than the given number, right? So now subarray can be of the 1 element, 2 element, 3 element up to n element, right? So we need to find all the subarrays. So let's say like in this case my number is 45. So now if my number is 45, it means like here 4 is also a subarray, so 4 will be the one of the answer. Now second answer will be the 2 because 2 is also a subarray, right? Then 4 cross 2, so this is also a subarray, valid subarray because 4 into 2 8, so 8 is less than a. So we need to find all the subarrays where multiplication of the elements is less than the 45. Now if you see this subarray, so in this subarray also this is also less than 45 because this is 40, right? So we have 4, 2, 5, this is also one of the answer. Now then we have 2 and 5 which is also an answer, then we have 5 also, right? After that if you see this case, this subarray, in this subarray if you see the multiplication of this all the element is greater than 45 because this is 4 cross 2 8 40 and this is 120. So if you see the multiplication of this element is 120, so it means this will not be a part of solution, right? But this 253 will be part of solution because this is 30. So again we'll have the solution 4 to 3. Then if you see for this 6, so 6 will be one of the part, then we'll have the 3 and 6 will be the one of the part, but this one 5 3 6, so this will not be part because here we have the product which is greater than 45, right? So basically I hope you have got the question. We need to give all the subarrays, where multiplication of all these elements is less than the given number. Now here the number was 40. Let's say if my number was only 10. So if it was only 10, then only this will be valid, this, then again this will not be valid because we are finding less than and this is equal. So this will not be valid, this will not be valid, this is valid because 5 is less than 10, this will not be valid, this is valid, this will not be valid, right? So basically depending on the number we need to return, right? So if you see, let me write here again. Here I have 4 2 5 3 6. So this is my array, right? Here I have 4 2 5 3 6. Now if you see, basically what can I do, because I know that I want to have all the subarrays where multiplication of this element is less than 45, right? So first of all I'll start from here, let's say, then I will have 4, then I'll go to further and I will check that when I am at this moment, so I will also store this one, right? So when I'm here, then I will basically check with the previous one that if I have 4 cross 2, so 4 cross 2 is also valid, so it means 4 and 2 is also valid, right? So it means till now all the values are valid. Then I'll go further. So when I go further, then I will add 1, right? So when I go further, then I will check what is the product element. So at this moment product element is 5 cross 2 10 cross 4 40. So 40 is again less than 45, right? So again I'll say okay, this is valid, 5 is valid, it means for 2 and 5 will also be valid, and 4 2 and 5 will also be valid, right? So till now all are valid. Now again if I go further, so if I go further, then what is the product? Now product is 120, right? So product is 120 if I start from here, right? But if I go further, then it will change a little bit, right? So now what we need to do, basically we should have a product, we should have multiplication from each and every point, right? So basically what I will do, that I will take a variable multiplication, let's say it is multi. Now at the starting my multi will be 1, right? And then I'll keep on checking. So so here it will be I, right? So basically at the starting my I is at 0th index and my multi is 1. Now I will check. So now basically I'll check that my multi equals to array of I cross multi. So this is basically multiplication. Now my multiplication will be 1 cross 4. So if 1 cross 4 is less than the given number, it means till here we can have all the element in the subarray. So now the first subarray will be 4, right? So this is the first subarray. Now I will increase the I. So now I will increase the I, again I will do the multiplication. So now it will be 2 cross 4. So now it will be 8, right? Now 8 is again less than 45. So if 8 is less than 45, it means from here, from this position to the back position, so I will take a start. So start is currently pointing to the 0th, right? So from here to start till the back, I can have all the element in the subarray, right? So what I will do, I'll basically start another loop. So this will be j equals to I, and it will be j greater than or equals to 0, and then j minus minus j. It will basically go till j greater than or equals to start, and then j minus minus. Now what I will do, now basically if you see, so currently my I is here, right? It means if my I is here, so this 2 will be, one of the array, because subarray can be of one element also, right? Then what I will do, then with the 2 I'll add this, I'll go further and I'll add this element as well. So now earlier I have 2 element, right? Now I will add 4 also in the front of the list. So basically what I will do, I'll take a list, right? So here I'll initialize a list, and in this list I'll keep on adding the element, and then in the final list I'll also keep on adding the element. So what will happen, basically we'll see the code. So just see here, just understand the logic, that when I am here, that I know that the multiplication of all these elements till the start is less than 45. It means my responsibility is to add all these subarray, right? So first subarray will be the single element. Now the second subarray will be the element near to this one. So now here we have 4 and 2, right? So this is how basically till here we have added all the element. Now I will increase the I. So when I will increase the I, then I will again check that what is a multiplication. So now a multiplication is 8 cross 5, right? So 8 cross 5 means this is 40. So if you see, this is 40. So 40 is again less than 45. It means again my all the subarrays will be valid from here to here, right? So how can I add this one? So first of all, when I am at here, so this is why I am doing from j equals to I to start, that I will basically keep on adding all the elements from here to here. So my first subarray is 5, right? Then my second subarray will be that I'll add this 2 into the subarray. So now I will have 2 and 5. Then I'll add this 4 also. So now I will have 4, 2, 5, right? Then when I'll go I to further. So now if you see what is the multiplication. So now multiplication is 120, because 4 cross 2, 8 cross 5, 40, 40 cross 3, 120. Now 120 is greater than 45, right? So if 120 is greater than 45, it means what we can do, we can increase the start, because my start is still here. So now I would increase the start, right? So now my start will, rather than here, my start will be here. So if I'm doing this one, it means now I need to decrease the multiplication, right? So after the multiplication to 3, now it was 120. Now I'll basically divide by the element at the start. So now after that it will be 120 divided by 4. So it will be 30. And now because 30 is less than 45, so if 30 is less than 45, it means now it's my responsibility to have all these elements, right? So currently my I is here. So first of all I'll add this 3. Then I'll add this 5 in the current of the list. So it will be 5, 3. And then I'll add this 2. So 2, 5, 3. So that is why we are doing from j equals to I to start. And so first of all we are adding the element to this, then we are adding this also, then we are adding this also, right? So this is why at this position I basically made the 3 subarrays, because these 3 subarrays are possible with the multiplication less than the given number, right? Then again you go further. So if you go further, now your multiplication is 30 cross 6, it is 180. Now 180 is greater than 45. So if 180 is greater than 45, it means I need to divide by the start, and I will increase the start. So when you divide by start is at 2, so it will be 90, and you increase the start. So now start will be here at 5. Now again your 90 is greater than number. So again I need to divide by the value which is start. So divide by 5. So when you divide by 5, then it will be 18, and then I increase the start. And now this 18 is less than given number. It means I will first of all add this 6, because I need to go from I to start. So my start is here. So first of all I will add this 6, and then I will add this 3 and 6, right? So if you see, these all the subarrays we have covered here, right? So basically here we are taking the help of the 2 pointers. The first pointer is, which is basically keep on going further, which is I, and the another pointer is the start. So start basically keep on going on as per their number. So till my number is less than the given number, then I don't increase the start, and as soon as my number is greater than, as soon as my product is greater than the number, then I divide by the start and I increase the start, right? So this is how basically we'll solve this question. Now let's see about the time complexity. So if you see, basically we have this one I, right? So this I loop is basically, this first loop is basically going from here to here. First of all, we are operating for 4, then 2, then 5, then 3 and 6. So if there are n elements, it means we need to go till n element, we need to iterate n element. Now the point is, what we are doing, the second thing we are doing, that whenever we are reaching here, then we are operating this one, that we need to add all the subarrays till the back. Now in the worst case, what can happen, that this number is big. So basically this number, let's say number is 450. So if number is 450, it means all these subarrays, there will be multiple subarrays for each and every element, and my start will always be here. So it means in this case, when you are here, then again you need to go till here. When you are here, then again you need to go till here, because we are going from I to start. Again when you are here, then again you need to create all these subarrays. So basically for each point it can take from here to here, means the nth. So if it is n, so it means this can take again n. So overall it will be n square, right? So overall time complexity will be n square. Now if you see about the space complexity, so because we are using a list here to store all these elements, so it can have the big of n, right? So that's about the time complexity and space complexity. Now let me show the code as well, so that you can understand that how we are doing that. So here I have this array, right? And here I have the function. Here I have the function subarray with product multiplication less than the given number, where I am passing the array and where I am passing the number. So now first of all, I'm initializing a variable multiplication of element. So I'm initializing with the 1, and at the starting my start is 0. Now I am initializing a list of the list. So basically list of the why list, because there will be a one list which will store all the subarray, and if you see, in each subarray it can have 1 element, 2 element or 3 elements. So that is why list of list, right? So now if you see, this is how we are initializing a list, and now we are calling a function, we are calling a loop, for loop, which will basically keep on going further. Now first of all I am doing the multiplication. What is the multiplication? If I multiply with the current element. So when you multiply with the current element, then after that I check that if this element is greater than the value given in the current number which I want to find out. So if this value is greater than the given number, then it means I need to divide by the start, and at this moment you increase the start, right? That is what we were doing, that if the multiplication is greater than the given value, it means you divide by the start value and you increase the start. Otherwise you keep on going further. Then what you do, that here you basically create a list, and in this list you will add the subarrays. So now if you see here, we are starting from j equals to I till start, right? And now what we are doing, first of all we are adding the element. First of all we are adding the element into j, and now we are always adding into 0th index. Why 0th index? Because what will happen in the next iteration, because we need to add from I to start. So first of all the ith element will be added. After that the previous element with the I, so that will be added. So basically if you see this case, when let's talk about this one, when we are here 2 5 3. So when you are here, first you are adding 3, right? So this is I, then the previous element is 5, then you are adding 3, then you are adding 5. So we are adding 5 at the starting of the index. So now you will be adding 5 here, and then you will add this into a final list, and then you are adding this 2 also, because this is also in the start. So now you will be adding 2, right? So that is why if you see here, that we are adding always at the 0th index, right? And after adding the element, then your responsibility is to add this element into final list, and the solution is the final list. So now what you do, you add this list into the final list. Now if you see here, we are taking a new array list. Why new array list? Because here we are updating in the same list. So if you will add here list, so all the answer will be same, right? So that is why we are creating a new array list, and then we are passing into solution. So this is how basically it will keep on adding the element into list. So now because our answer was that I want all these subarrays, let's say if you just want to print, so in this case that's very easy, that you can just print all these values, right? So once you are done with this one, you will go till array.length. It means you will cover all the element, and after that you will return the solution, right? So when you return the solution, then it will give you all the subarrays which have the product multiplication less than the given number. So if you run the program, you can see all these, it is giving me all the subarrays whose multiplication is less than the 45. Let's say if this is 20. So if it is 20, if you run the program, then you can see it is showing all the subarrays whose multiplication is less than 20. Now let's say if you have 10, so it means your product multiplication should be less than 10. So now you will see that it has removed the other subarrays. It has all the subarrays whose multiplication is less than 10, right? So this is how we can solve this question. And if you have any doubts, then please write in the comment section. I will try to explain that, and I will also put the source code into description section. So if you want, then you can also get it from there. So that's it, and if you have liked the video, then please like it and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.